Hello everyone and welcome to my All Soaps Update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Friday, October 17th, 2025. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn and Lee are shocked by Poppy's reaction to Luna being alive. Will worries he'll lose Elektra, and Deke meets Elektra. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, Soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Bill's place, Will is still pacing the floors, recapping what Luna did to him, along with his parents. Bill blames himself and Katie blames Lee. Will rants about the kid being born in a prison cell, and worries this is all too much for Elektra. At the hospital, Finn confronts Lee. Luna is alive because of you. Lee is protesting that she thought she could help her. When Penelope comes in, Finn summoned her. He turns to her and intones, "It's Luna. She's alive." Poppy wonders if this is some kind of a joke because it's not funny. Finn informs her it's the truth. Lee saved her. Lee shrugs. She fought through. Nozawa style. Poppy's speechless. Finn says he's seen Luna himself. When she can finally speak, Poppy stuns Finn and Lee by saying, "So, she's alive. That little bitch is alive." Poppy rants about Luna being willing to let her rot in prison for crimes that she committed. Lee snaps that this is her child they're talking about. Poppy wants to know where she is. Finn says she's in prison. And there's something else. We're going to be grandparents. Luna's pregnant. In the Forrester office, Hope, Brooke, Ridge and Carter gush over the mystery designer sketches. Hope wants to know who it is and where they've been all her life. At that very moment, Deke's across the hall flashing back to slipping the portfolio into the pile. Elektra appears and he introduces himself as Hope's brother. Deke compliments Elektra's jewelry and explains he's waiting for Hope, who is trying to pick a designer. Maybe it will be someone's his lucky day. Across the hall, Hope announces it's time to find out who the amazing designer is. As Carter prepares to call the lucky designer right next door, Deke and Elektra have become fast friends. Wait until Remy hears. And he confides in her that he submitted his portfolio anonymously for Hope's line. The big moment finally comes as Carter dials the number and hands the phone to Hope. Deke answers it and says, "Hey sis." Hope frowns. "Wait, this is your number?" Deke confirms it, so she asks him to come to the main office. When he arrives, Hope asks Deke if these are his designs. He quips, "That depends if you like them." They all smile at him and Hope gushes that his sketches are wonderful. "I am truly impressed." At Bill's place, Katie and Bill hope Elektra won't give up on their boy. At that very moment, Will joins Elektra in the design office to ask how she's really feeling about Luna having his baby. Elektra's fine as long as Luna's behind bars, though him being tied to her freaks her out. It's always in the back of her mind. Will vows they'll get through this together. Deke is overwhelmed in Forrester's main office when Ridge compliments his designs. Brooke giggles that he really captured the essence of his sister. Ridge and Hope let him know he's hired and welcome him to Forrester Creations. Deke promises not to let them down. At the hospital, Poppy can't believe that Luna's knocked up. Too much. Finn flatly informs her it's the truth and it's what's happening. Lee's sure to mention her sister living her life going from man to man. Finn, sighing, tells Poppy that Luna's carrying Bill Spencer's grandchild. Luna's carrying Will's baby. Poppy's mouth hung open, her eyes widening in disbelief and horror, her mind struggling to process the whirlwind of events that had unfolded, unable to reconcile the fact that Luna, the girl who had caused so much chaos and heartbreak, who had been presumed lost, who had brought upheaval to so many lives, was not only alive but also carrying the unborn child of Will, Poppy's own grandson, while Finn stood firm. His brow furrowed and jaw tight with a mix of exasperation and protectiveness. Knowing full well that Poppy's emotional outburst was only the tip of the iceberg, and that her reaction, though explosive, came from a place of fear, disbelief, and the maternal instinct to shield those she loved from harm, as Lee quietly observed, her heart pounding with a mixture of vindication, relief, and lingering guilt, aware that her own actions had brought Luna back into the world, yet also knowing that the path forward was fraught with tension, uncertainty, and the inevitable confrontation with the consequences of past choices. While across town, Will paced anxiously in the Forrester design office, unable to sit still as Elektra tried to remain calm, offering reassurances that she could handle the reality of Luna's pregnancy as long as the girl remained incarcerated, though he could see the underlying worry in her eyes, the subtle tightness of her jaw, the fleeting moments when her thoughts drifted to the implications of having a person like Luna, connected to their lives through blood and betrayal, still out there, still capable of disruption. Yet he held on to hope, clinging to the belief that together, he and Elektra could navigate this tumultuous storm. While in Forrester Creations, Deke, overwhelmed by the praise he received for his portfolio, felt a surge of pride tempered by the knowledge that his accomplishments were not merely professional but also deeply personal, a testament to his determination to carve out his own identity separate from the shadow of his sister and the legacy of their family. As Hope, Brooke, Ridge, and Carter admired the artistry, the creativity, and the raw talent displayed in the sketches, marveling at how seamlessly the designs captured the essence of Hope's vision for her line. And when Carter handed Deke the phone to officially connect with Hope, the atmosphere crackled with anticipation. A moment suspended in time as Hope recognized her brother's voice, a realization that bridged the gap between sibling camaraderie, professional respect, and personal admiration. And as Deke stepped into the main office, exchanging smiles and light-hearted banter with Elektra, forging a fast friendship that hinted at future collaborations and mutual support, the larger world outside seemed to pause, leaving only the intensity of human connection, the collision of past decisions with present realities, and the fragile, intricate web of trust, love, and hope that bound everyone together. While back at Bill's residence, Katie and Bill wrestled with their own emotions, oscillating between fear for Will's well-being, concern for Elektra's stability, and the profound shock of realizing that their grandson would be brought into this world by someone so deeply entangled in a history of deceit, manipulation, and chaos. And as Finn and Lee navigated the tense atmosphere at the hospital, Poppy's incredulous exclamations punctuated every revelation, a constant reminder that the fallout of Luna's return would ripple outward, affecting every corner of their lives, their careers, their relationships, and their sense of safety, while simultaneously, Will and Elektra, standing side by side in the design office, grappled with the reality of impending parenthood in the most unexpected circumstances, negotiating feelings of fear, protection, love, and moral responsibility, as the weight of Luna's past, present, and future actions pressed upon them. Yet amidst the fear and tension, there was a fragile thread of resilience, a belief that with honesty, communication, and unity, they could withstand the shockwaves. And as Deke basked in the recognition of his talent, promising Hope and the Forrester team that he would honor